Yeah. Stay on the move, keeping these niggas from around me. Somehow the industry found me. I never asked for this promise. You know my homie so pounded, keeping it moved from clown shit. Not trying to dish you, but honest. I heard about your little comments. Red bottles with my favorite girl. She got me spinning the bag. Pussy getting wet as a pool. I just be swimming in that. Niggas be stealing the swag, but I ain't tripping. I laugh. Hey, it won't get you a bag, but I hope you been having a blast. Roz just tell me it's flames. My brother since Finnegan days. Comment on drugs that we take, but he been changing his ways. Broke it off for Laura Rye. She got me feeling away. Thinking about sex that we made. Wish I ain't met her that day. Pop smoking on them cigs. I'm trying to get him up off him. He smell smoke in the crib. I can't even visit that often. Hope that he hear when I'm talking. That Ken shit really be drawling. But ever since I made calling, I can't criticize what he doing. I just be keeping it moving. Track after track and it's booming. Like meshing no bus, no Jerome. But if you bet us, then you losing. Lil' shorty know she be choosing. She in LA like she Kuzma. She get me brain like a tutor. I just can never refuse her. Yeah.
Got an issue, little nigga, pull up. Eat it to the gristle game.
Oh shit.
Woo!
Got an issue, nigga. Pull up, man.
Pull up, Garnett.
Listen, man.
Yeah, boy.
That was that Six said blast. You know what I'm saying?
Featuring Bodega Vega, man.
Yo, we
Shout
was
out to
just
the
so
guys.
hype in here.
Yeah, we was. That was
We
fire.
was dancing.
Can I ask y'all
I liked
something
that.
though? Yo, say if one of these artists, right, gets super big, right, and the label was like, yo, you know where I heard your song from? You know that show, the Devinwade Show?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they played it there,
Right.
and I just thought you was hot. Would you think the artist would ever tell us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think they would?
Yeah.
Fuck with some
Yes,
dope
they
people.
would.
We
Yeah,
got
yeah.
some
No,
dope people.
I'm
Nah.
just asking.
I'm well respected.
They
Niggas-
would.
Yeah. That's a fact.
They would.
What's his name again?
Six said, my guy Cedric, man.
I like
Yeah,
that.
Hendrix.
I like the line. I
Big
think
Hendrix.
I think it was very like I think he got a nice. First of all, got a nice bounce and a nice bop to it.
Mm-hmm.
But then I think it was very genuine. I thought it had very genuine and real lines in it. I heard a line where he said something about my pop smoking them cigs and we trying to get him off him.
Yeah.
He said it's so bad something I can't even visit him often. Something
Oh,
it was so
wow.
bad in the crib. I think the smell in
Said
the
be
crib. He
talking
said,
on the low.
yeah,
Said be
and
talking
to me, like, see, because sometimes you got people out there that might be like fans of like the metaphors, the wordplay, and different shit like that. But then you got some people that just be fans of the real shit.
That was real.
Like just real life like issues.
When you hear it and you like, that's just not a made up thing. That's just, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Just
that's
like
real
telling
shit.
yeah,
It
I
had
mean,
to
it
be
made
real.
and he not talking about just like shoot you in your head and everybody in here
Right,
dead.
right,
It's not like
right.
that. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? It's like regular like.
That's not nice.
I'm just saying.
damn.
Some people be like,
Who
yo, I
else
fuck
can
with the
you
ring.
rap like, yo? Who else can you rap like?
Everybody, but we're not doing that.
One time.
No,
yo.
no,
Can
no,
I get one?
no,
Jada?
no,
Jada?
no, I
Jada,
can-
one time. Can
Nah,
I get Jada?
Nah, because it's offensive. It's offensive when you do that. We trying to get niggas on this show. You understand that?
He might
I'll
appreciate it.
I'll wait till he
Offensive,
on
though,
here,
yeah, that's-
and then when he
alright.
rapping, I'll
That's
jump in.
respectful.
I'll jump in, and we'll end up going back and forth. And niggas will be like, "Yo, that was a whole 16 from Jay." Like, nah, 8 of that was me. You know what I'm saying? Oh,
Like,
and the
people-
those 8 bars came from. This is another episode of the Devinwade Show. I am your host, DevNasty, aka Dangerous DevNasty, aka Choke Your Mama, aka Choke Your Pop Out, and I am here today with my co-host. Everyone is in the building. We are happy to have the whole squad. We always know that I always jump out there and mention this man's first. Can I get a motherfucking call? Garnett Briscoe, water drinker.
I'm a little parched.
Yeah, doing that sound.
Parched.
Yeah.
Little parched.
Oh, you ain't like that call, Wally?
Nah, it's good.
It was.
I mean, he's the originator.
What other water would you want me to be drinking?
Freak balls.
I'm just
You don't want that water, baby.
Oh,
I don't know.
freak balls.
You might drown, boo boo.
I am ready to die. Told you
Put
that
your life
before.
vest on. Get
Told you I
ready.
don't need it.
My God.
Look,
I
freak
don't
ball.
need it.
Oh, so you
And
gonna
look,
go
and then
raw then.
and listen, and whoa, and then Wally wonder why her inbox is niggas just coming in there like, I would like to sip from your bowl,
Yo,
please.
it's crazy, yo. It's, you know how, so Drake is apparently coming out with this cologne that's supposed to smell like him. I think you need to do
Yeah.
that. I think you need to do that.
I seen that.
Niggas
You know
be
what?
no.
How
Niggas
does
a
he
genius.
smell
Yo,
I
like
hate-
anything? It has to be a smell that he got from somebody else.
Listen, niggas be what the young kids say capping. That nigga's not digging up underneath his nuts. And,
Exactly, that's
and
what I'm
trapping
saying.
that.
We're heading
Well,
into
Badu
a
did
very
do one of her vagina.
we're heading into a very weird direction in the world.
Sorry.
It's like starting to become more and more like Fifth Element to me. That movie.
Why? Because he's creating his own scent.
No, I'm not even talking about. I'm not even talking about Drake. I'm not even talking about Drake.
Talking about Chris Tucker?
It's a lot going on. Somebody else had something about Funk Flex in the chat earlier. Getting
getting lipo.
It was like
Funk Flex.
Yo,
man.
yes. First off, we didn't even get to introduce. So look, so we're going. Let's get the introductions, but then we're going to jump right to that. Right. So we got Wally, Wooder, Kingdom, our fashionista. She has a hoodie on that costs a lot of money. Just expensive ass fucking hoodie.
It's not expensive. It's shout out to Jay-Z.
Fresh off of Jay-Z's back.
Yes.
4-4
He
album.
performed in his hoodie in Philadelphia.
I did wear it to the Philadelphia concert. That's a fact.
dope.
He performed.
But shout out
it.
He saw Wally. She had on a better
He performed
chain.
the first night. The second night, she ended up wearing it. She did some dirty shit, but it's cool.
What?
Whoa.
Listen, shout out everybody. Hello, beautiful people.
You know people going to really run with that. That's in the tab.
Yo, people gonna really think that
Nobody
I
believes me, man.
They gonna be
Don't
calling
nobody
you
believe me.
Becky with the good hair and shit next
They
week.
be like, it was you.
Yeah.
Nah, but Wally really be connected though.
believes me.
Wally really
I mean,
is
I
like
do
a
on the
connected
low,
person out here.
but I
Wally
don't
really,
think-
and I don't
I
say
don't
that
think
like
that's on the low either.
I don't think that. I mean, Jay-Z ain't gonna be just taking his hoodie off and be like, here, Wally, here you go. Oh, here, you can wear this hoodie. That'd be a weird scenario. I won't wear it if that was
would
the
mean
case.
that he heard about the kingdom. That's for sure. You know what I'm saying?
you know what?
And
If that
then
was the
he
case,
gonna
I
drop
would've-
Kingdom Come Part 2.
He would need Kanye in there. Fuck that shit.
Listen, Kingdom Come 2 is crazy.
Kingdom Come 2 with Kanye.
Kingdom Come. Y'all shut the fuck. Hey.
Listen,
Hello, everybody.
that's Wally. And,
in here.
we don't got the water splat. Where's
Oh,
Chelsea
here we
Lee?
go. Oh, we got 2 waters. Hold on.
Okay.
There's 3.
And
3.
also, and in conjunction,
Sorry.
in
Couldn't
conjunction,
hold it.
listen,
Let it out, Chelsea. Let
Listen.
it out.
Chelsea is she just came from the gym, you know what I'm saying? We would have thought she sweated it all out, but she didn't get it all out. And they're actually the Hoodie Sisters today. They both look like they got on expensive Kanye West.
We're both in pastels.
The Hoodies.
Yes,
It's
we
a
are.
rap group called the Hoodies. These are the female version.
Okay.
Oh,
the Hoodies
okay.
them.
Then we
Yeah.
the Hoodies
It's the
then.
hoodie. The Hoodies are in the building.
The Hoodieettes.
Detectives.
Yeah, the Detectives. And this
Detectives.
is our beautiful DJ, the best DJ on earth, Chelsea Lee. Chelsea Lee, can we get an official moan? Then she laughed at. I hope she didn't just laugh at your meat, nigga.
Nah, it tickled her. It tickled
Nah,
her.
because if you hitting it and she go from that to laughing, you just got exposed. It was fake. The moan was fake.
I love the moan, and I don't know. I mean, the moan is definitely always amazing. The moan is definitely always amazing when she gives us her energy. Because sometimes Chelsea, she don't be beat for the moan. But
She gotta be in the mood.
That's
I also like how it comes in because Dev asked for it like we on a game show. He's like, "Hey, $400, let me get the moon."
I know. I'm like, okay.
Oh, that's me, nigga. Alex Treblack, nigga.
Right.
And
Right.
also we have the man, the myth, the legend of Camden, New Jersey. We have the king of Puerto Rico, Mr. Portafax, Mr. Panorama Porter, the Thurman Street Pumper.
Vaya, 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 vaya. Pa mi gente, aquí llegó.
Hey, what?
Puerto Rich. Puerto Rich.
Hoy lo vamos a hacer por mi gente.
Now, Puerto Rich.
You need to do that more.
Now,
I
Puerto
know,
Rich.
right?
Puerto
Like
Rich.
you do.
We have to talk about what's going on. Funk Master Flex. What's up?
I don't know. I know. Shout out to Funk Flex. Funk Flex, big DJ, New York to the culture. Drop bombs on shit. Shout out to Flex, drop bombs heavy. I don't know what's going on, but I seen a post where he was like getting some type of fat transfusion. I believe it's a fat and blood transfusion, and it did look kind of like crazy though. I'm being honest. I gotta be honest. It looked kind of like crazy. They had him like laid down, and it was like some big, it looked like a big straw that was like already like injected into his like rib area.
Oh my God,
and they were
stop.
like kind of like, cause people even said that in the comments, like, yo, like they kind of like was like a savage a little bit the way they was like jabbing you.
No,
my
they
nigga.
do
That's
it
how they got to do
like
it.
that.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, cool. So y'all know about it, but it was like because for me, I don't know, and it definitely looked like crazy. And then a lot of people just had it was just mixed comments, mixed feelings.
I mean,
about
but what's the issue of Funk Flex living his best life and trying to get the body that he feels as though he deserves, but God did not bless him with?
Right.
Nah, I just look at it as like, How rich you gotta be to just not want to work out? Just
I
be like,
think-
you know what? Fuck
I
this
think-
shit.
I
Like,
Nah, maybe he take. Look, first off, hold on. First off, is listen. Women is cheating the system every goddamn
Nah,
day.
that's a fact.
Right, and we support it 100%. So at a certain point, women got the weaves, the makeup, the motherfucking fat transfers, implants,
Butt lifts.
butt lifts, face lift. They could do lip injections,
Yeah.
Eyelash extensions.
This nigga
Well,
Dev
Oh,
done ruined my joke.
no, wait, I'm just
He
saying,
done
no,
ruined
no,
my
no,
joke.
I'm just saying,
I mean,
because we
sure.
keep talking about equality.
well, no,
hold on, we
go
keep
ahead.
talking about equality. Men out here suffering. Some of them suffer from something I suffer from.
What is that?
Bald head.
Stop.
So
Nigga,
listen,
that-
hold on, wait.
What
so
does that mean?
So what I'm saying is, there's niggas out there that want to live their truth, and they identify as having hair. So these niggas, these niggas that identify. See, I identify as bald because I am bald.
Mm-hmm.
But some people, I have to respect their wishes, and they would like to identify as hair fluid or they have hair.
Yes.
So therefore, they go and get their hair put on, you know what I mean, the glue boy, and we got to respect their hairline. They doing something to make them feel better.
Right.
If FUNKMASTER Flex, you know, feels like he got some chichos, that's what
Right.
y'all call it, right?
Yeah.
Spanish, chichos, you know what I mean?
Was he ever
Little
bigger at one
Cyros.
point? He was bigger.
Yeah,
right?
100%.
So what about, all right, how about this? And I'm just, throwing it out there.
Yeah.
Say if he he was working out. Let's say that he was, but he had all this extra fat.
So that's what a lot of times happens is
Yeah.
dudes will get in extreme shape, right? And then what happens is they got extra skin and things like that, and they need that removed in order to get rid of it because maybe they had I don't want to call them breasts.
No, it's breasts.
They had their chest look
Man
like
boobs.
tits, right? So
Moobs.
now they got their
Moobs.
so now they have their tits, the extra part cut down so that they could finally feel the way they want to feel. What's the problem with that, ladies?
I don't have a problem. I think it's okay. I don't have a problem. You know why? Because I know people that gained a lot of weight at one point and they're like on this weight loss journey and you have all this excessive skin on your body and that's why a lot of women get like tummy tucks instead of liposuction because it's like you got all this skin, you got to remove that. You can't, any type of workout, you can never tighten that back up.
Because you stretched your skin
stretch
so
your
much
skin
from
out.
being big.
Exactly. So I just feel like
I experienced that before, and I wasn't with it.
you wasn't with what?
No, I just like a lot.
Stretch
Like,
your
a lot
skin
of-
out.
no. Because I don't. It's not. It's cool. I don't want to sound rude or ignorant, but it was just like it was surprising because it was like hidden. It was hidden.
Oh, she was smaller, but then when she took her clothes off, she had all this excessive skin.
She looked smaller.
Right. No, but that's
Hold on,
the
wait.
thing.
Y'all gotta understand because this is an audio episode and we appreciate all of our audio listeners in the chat right now. Porter Rich's face right now was very serious. He had a
He
flashback
was.
of the moment that he must have unbuckled these pants.
Wait, oh my God, that's so sad.
No, but I'm saying, but this is when I told, listen, it happens. He unbuckled the pants and you can't believe what fit into those pants, how that was
In
like
those
magic.
You ever try to
jeans.
carry a trash bag full of water?
I'm leaving this.
or have-
Yo.
son.
Yo, this is what, but not for nothing. When men, so just imagine a guy. Just imagine a guy then. A guy takes off his pants and then that comes down, but you can't see nothing. He got to lift
Guys
that up.
already got dad bods when they get older, so like it's
Yeah,
just like double
like,
hang.
if you can't see your joint, like,
That's
and
wild.
then you doing her, and it's like,
So
All right, we're not saying
Nah,
that.
no. I'm just saying.
we're
no,
not
but-
saying that, but like, we
Hold
can
on.
understand
You wouldn't let
why.
him put it on your back? You wouldn't let him rest it on your back?
Because it has to rest on something.
Yeah.
Oh
Nah, that's
my
bad.
But my
god!
thing is this.
That's
I'll just say
another
this.
level of comfort.
I'll just say this, and I'm not saying this to disrespect nobody because we all got our own
Yeah, no,
issues.
no.
Nobody's out here perfect. I got my own flaws that I
Facts.
deal with, and I, got to learn to love every day. But my thing is this, right? Because again, in my situation, I felt like I was kind of like in a situation where I didn't know.
Yeah.
Because if you knew, that's like if on the reverse side and the flip side to it, if a guy got this going on, right, where he used to be big, he lost a lot of weight somehow. Sometimes they do that shit by surgery and can't get all the fat off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it'd be a lot of fat remaining. And then your thing might be to go throw on the extra small wife beater. when you really wear like a large.
Yeah, they got the Spanx. They got the Spanx actually.
You go get the extra small boy, you go get the extra small tee, and you start compressing all this shit.
Small.
And then when the shorty, because you can't really tell.
Yeah.
You got a jacket on and everything. You know what I mean? But then
Hold on. What if he hit it with the jacket? Just
nah.
dick naked, everything off except
Can I
the
be
jacket.
honest?
Hold on.
Then you would never know. You would never
Can
know.
you be honest about what?
So I'm gonna be honest about something. So it was not this drastic, but I could understand that situation. So,
Tell me though.
So somebody I dealt with, I'm not gonna say the person's name, but like he lost so much weight and he started like ripping up and getting, fit. But he had a little bit of extra skin on his body. He was and it wasn't like crazy, but he was so insecure about it.
I can only
He would
imagine.
always wear a wife beater while we would have sex. He would never take his shirt off. And I'm like, damn, like, why doesn't he want to take his shirt off?
That's like niggas with socks. Most niggas, if you don't understand that, my niggas, some of y'all niggas with socks on.
Get a pedicure.
You know what I
I'm
mean?
telling y'all,
Listen.
take
Yeah, like,
care.
so he never-
Some
so I
niggas
can
feet is
understand.
feet is finished.
Listen,
I
my whole
actually do
thing.
both.
My whole thing.
You
that I
need
was-
to get
wear
a
socks
pedicure.
and a white beater on?
No, I'm talking about I do without
Pedicure.
socks.
Oh, okay,
Listen,
okay.
I'm just here to say. I'm just here
Oh.
to say that
Take it off then.
I only remove socks to be more sturdy, but continue.
I'm just here to say
Oh,
that
all
off
right.
of this, off
To the
of,
kitchen
off of the,
floor.
off of the funk flex topic and the issue. Like I don't knock nobody.
Yeah.
People do whatever they want to do.
And we don't know why he did it.
People do whatever they want to do, however you want to get your body right, whatever you want to do.
But it
I
got
will
out
say,
on social media.
I will just say this:
Facts.
that what I see a lot of people like commenting about and having issues with,
What they saying?
and it's just like I said earlier, and I kind of said it in like a joking fashion, but I really mean it. And I feel like kind of part of it is, I guess, okay and normal. You can't really control it, but we heading in a new direction. Like as we move into the future, where like now
Men are becoming women, and women are becoming men.
Nah, but listen, you know, and that's one. I mean, I
The
don't want to say that. And some people are doing exactly that.
Not,
I
I didn't mean that like sexually. I meant like as far as gender roles. Women
No,
are
it's
doing
just
more manly things
listen,
than the other way around.
No, absolutely. But let's just put it like this. It's just I feel like now, like again, y'all just mentioned all the things that women may do. That's like surgery type, whatever,
Right.
And now you're starting to see more men with man hair pieces, whether it be sewed in, tattooed in for like a hairline, low cuts, dreads, motherfucking. Now you see, Funk Flex, and it's probably other men out there that's gonna say, I'm not. I don't know. I don't know if he didn't have a natural way
So
to.
what did people say in the comments though?
It was just a lot of mixed feelings. It was, it was
Like, did they feel like
a
what
lot
was
of people feel like it's a lot of shit going on that really doesn't help when it comes to feminizing the man, like demasculating.
But so what
the
I'm
man
trying to
to a
figure
certain-
out.
and I'm not saying I'm not saying that that's
no. But I'm
specific
just saying
doing
anything, right? A person got to get cut open to do plenty of things. To fucking remove a cancer, to do this or do that. If a motherfucker, I think some of these dudes, right? If you are in a funk flex, I'm shooting bail to funk flex, right?
Facts.
Even though I don't agree with a lot of funk flex shit, but funk flex or any person of that status, these niggas spend money on women, and this is no offense. The women could do whatever they want. That get to cheat the system, got a pretty face, skip to go getting their body done. Now they a super dime. They on fucking magazine covers. They selling fucking what's that shit called? The fucking clothing company and all that type
Fashion
of shit.
Nova.
Fashion Nova. Like they get to do reap
And
all the
tummy
benefit.
and tummy
so
tea.
so he could be with 10 women that got tummy tucks, fake titties. He could buy them titties, but he can't for himself say, well, I'm a busy motherfucking nigga that do all this and I earned all this money. I could buy some titties and that's dope for me to rap about it, talk about it, whatever. But if I decide to remove my
I was just thinking that some
fat-
people just be like, fuck it, I got the money.
right, it's like
Why would I go work out?
I could
convenient.
remove the fat for me. I want to spend it on myself. Then you got to think what Chelsea just said. Chelsea just said for niggas to go get a pedicure, right? There was a time period where that was considered
Looked at, well-
feminine or gay. And now niggas, it's like, nah, I gotta take care of my nails. I do get a manicure here and there, but go back to when we was little. Well, I was a kid. When 1989, nigga, Nah, bro.
Nah, you right.
Niggas
Nah,
wasn't fucking with it at all. Niggas had dirty fingernails, No, this is real. So where does the
Jay-Z co-signed that. Once Jay-Z said, ain't no manicures on board, some shit, I ain't hopping on the plane.
So there you go. So it seemed like over time, certain things,
Because they said cleanliness came next to godliness. And then everybody all of a sudden with the pimps was going to
at
do all
some
that
point,
stuff.
niggas thought, man, I ain't even going to go fix my teeth, dog. I'm not doing all that shit. But guess what? Over time, niggas do go get they whole front, they whole shit's done, and not with gold. And it ain't nothing wrong with that. If a person could go get fake teeth to look better and feel better, to me, if a person need to get
They
some
not
fat
even
on,
fake teeth in a lot of cases. They new teeth. Because they not like, you know what I mean? They not like fake. They like, I guess the same.
nah, these used to be like porcelain, I thought, or some shit like
they
that.
are.
It depends
yeah.
which ones you
I don't know
get,
what
they
that
say.
There's different kind, but go ahead.
But what I'm saying is the niggas that get new teeth, like that's not your teeth. They're
They're not, but if you
But
think
that's
about it,
dope.
they're not real teeth. though.
For me though, when I see that and the person and people be having good jobs, I mean, like I'm talking about the job that was done on their teeth.
Yeah.
It's like, look at homie, his shit look good now.
Yeah.
Like that's what's up. Like that shit be stuff that bother people. Because you damned if you do, you damned if you don't. Your shits is missing, motherfuckers is clowning you. You go get your shits fixed. Oh, he went and got fake teeth. It's kind of like you damned if you do, damned if you don't. You know
I'm
what
just
saying?
happy
That's
he
real.
was honestly just honest about it, because it's other people that go get the exact same procedure that'll try to like hide that because they
said they
are
worked
mad insecure about it, right? And they would say that they worked out. So him, put himself out there. I'm pretty sure he was expecting some backlash or ridicule.
Yeah, he
but
knew.
Yeah, he
Absolutely.
definitely
Absolutely.
posted.
and I'm pretty sure, because he also, he is on the radio, he delivered messages too. So, but
Definitely a lot of
that's-
dudes who
that's
probably
crazy.
get it done and just don't say anything because it's
Yep.
the easier way to just
Right up.
do
Yeah.
it.
He did.
And then they'll act like they worked out in the gym.
Definitely.
All
I mean,
the time, yeah.
I think it's definitely a huge thing. I could definitely say with women where they get their showing done and then they in the gym making gym videos
I don't
all the time
respect
in
them.
front. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what's the name? Kanye West said that he had lipo
I remember
done,
that.
and people kind of like
they did know they went in on him.
ripped him, but
He got lipo. He wasn't even that big.
We
At
don't.
one point he was.
Yeah.
Sure,
Yeah.
Dev that.
You know what I'm
You
saying? At one
gotta.
point he was.
That's why I always say, like, he in that post that he posted with the
They
video.
crazy, yo.
he
Flex
basi-
posted it though. He being
Oh,
a good
'cause he
sport.
know- yeah,
He
Yeah, but like
reposted
the
it,
thing
though.
is, he
That's
did
dope.
he
That's
did say
dope, though,
he
that
had a
can take
weight
joke.
loss. He had a weight loss journey. He said that he lost 40 pounds and he just has some trouble areas, which everybody has trouble areas. He said like it's like the armpit area, your lower stomach. Those areas are troubled areas.
Man, that
sometimes.
nigga helped.
trying to get
Listen,
right.
that nigga helped. No matter what you feel about him, what he do, that nigga helped revolutionize hip hop in different ways. The motherfucker put so much, like he's a stamp. And we talk about the bomb. We got a bomb on our shit with Chelsea Lee.
Yep.
Like Flex was the bomb.
Yep.
Flex was the bomb.
Flex
so,
is the bomb.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
it's like
still.
for Funk Flex to like, nigga, I done did all this work and did all of this. Like, I don't want this. And guess what? I'm gonna get it. I don't care what it is, nigga. If you got bags under your eyes and you got the bread to get them shits removed and that's your fucking money,
It's
man,
your
do
body,
whatever the
your
fuck.
choice.
Listen,
But just make it look
do
good.
what the fuck you want.
Don't
What
go
I-
to a cheap doctor.
like, do what the fuck you want to do because it's you, my nigga. Like, you gonna walk around feeling a way about yourself and then based off of how people gonna feel about you getting surgery, you just gonna be like, I'm just gonna have this shit on me that I personally do not like when I look at myself in the mirror. But niggas don't see Funk Flex with his shirt off, so they don't even know. This is something that this man is saying for me personally, man. I don't fuck with it, and I needed to do something about it.
Facts.
And
You
guess
had to
what?
get it done.
I worked my whole life. I'm a fucking millionaire, nigga. I could do what the fuck I want. And guess what? I could still get most of y'all niggas' wives to suck me off.
why would you?
Let's drop a bomb on that.
I mean, it's. I
Why would
mean,
you add that?
Because he has to.
but
That's the reality.
it's real. When they said that about Drizzy, oh, Drizzy went and got, you know what I'm saying, lipo, this, that, and the third. Is like, yeah, I still know pretty much every woman that I know fuck Drizzy. I mean, it's just like,
It don't change nothing.
That's what I'm telling you though. We're going into, and I don't say that like to try to like play nobody out or nothing, but I'm telling you, the future is here. What we used to see on TV and all that shit is coming. like full fledged. Like if y'all,
I always wanted
like,
to and get press the button and the bed comes down, like in The Fifth Element.
Because you know everything dies out.
I would love that. Would be so fucking cool. And then you press the button, your refrigerator goes up.
Well, they got the bed shit. Like a lot of niggas got
The
that.
Fifth Element, his room was so cool.
Everything dies out, man, including people.
Well, I think when it comes to stuff like that, like back in the day, I forgot what year or era this was, but men used to wear makeup. Men used to like wear wigs, and that was the thing back then. So it's just like, it's all like recycled, everything just in a different way.
Right, just like I said with the people.
So we can't say like we're going into a new thing. No, ain't nothing new about none of this shit.
It just go around in circles. That's why if you watch motherfucking New Jack City, when
it's new to me though.
No.
It the same a different way.
Niggas will call themselves Nino Brown all day long and then be mad about niggas in tight jeans. Ain't nobody jeans tighter than G Money and Nino Brown. Go watch them. No. Go watch New Jack City. Look at every nigga in their jeans, and you ain't seen a nigga with jeans that tight yet. So if that was fucking 1990,
even the jerk boys?
when the super killers, the baggy jeans shit didn't come until like 92, 93. Naughty by Nature, Tretch and them fucking like that's when it came. So before that, niggas had super tight bell bottoms on.
Facts.
Whole 70s. So whoever your dad was, if he was a super hustler, pimp, killer in 1975,
he got the pedicure.
His motherfucking pants was tight, nigga. He had tight. There wasn't even jeans, nigga. He had tight corduroys on. He had tight motherfucking leather.
Listen,
leather tougher than leather, nigga.
What was the group that is the hip hop, the hip?
All them niggas.
They all had tight leather
because the baggy jeans shit.
Yeah, that was Grease days.
People
too.
don't realize that baggy jeans was actually short lived.
Yep. Very.
That shit
That's
didn't
never
even really
back.
last that long. You know what I'm saying? So all that being
what was
said,
short-lived?
Baggy jeans.
In the sense of when?
So baggy jeans originated.
They're coming back now.
No, they originated in what we could say somewhere around 1993, 92, 93.
Okay.
Right? From 1993 to about 2008, 7.
I mean,
earlier than that.
How long is an era of fashion supposed to last, though?
What I'm saying is, if you can't find the other part of time where the niggas had the baggy jeans.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, when you think about the niggas been wearing tight jeans since eons, and look, they did it for a short time, and then the tight ones came back, and niggas is like, niggas with these tight ass jeans.
The 20s, they was wild with the jeans in the 20s, boy.
Nah.
Their pants was wild. See,
no.
pants was wild as
First
fuck.
off, no.
The comedian.
Niggas, no. Niggas used to talk like, no. He's talking about the gangsters like Bugsy Siegel, like nigga was talking crazy. But they might have had some baggier suit pants.
I'm just fucking with you.
No, but for real. But even niggas wore tight jeans, guys.
And that was Rapper's Delight.
And niggas shorts back in the day was your
super
dick.
short.
You was always even back in the day.
Players?
5th grade gym class and shit. You was always worried about your dick coming out the bottom of your shorts. That was like your biggest fear. That was like your biggest fear in gym class.
You know who just brought it back?
Adults didn't know that.
You know who just brought it back? Mike Tyson. You seen his shorts in a
Oh,
fight?
that's because Mike Tyson came from that era where he always had them short shorts on.
He had the Brownsville tank joint on. Like, he came up in there
ready.
Like, I'm about to
So Mike Tyson.
Segway.
So that was perfect. So
Segway
listen,
Wally.
what is it?
Segway Wally.
The great segues.
Give me my motherfucking respect,
Right.
nigga.
Wally.
So you would see these pictures of Mike Tyson feeding tigers and shit with these shorts on. I dare somebody to call them booty shorts in front of Mike Tyson. I just dare you.
He will eat your fucking ass.
Oh, Dev, really quick. So when I was watching the fight, the commentary is the best part. You know what you said? If you basically had a situation with Mike Tyson, niggas was saying that on the commentary, like, listen, I'm not fucking with Mike Tyson for real. Like, I don't want no salt, like, to get in the ring with him. Like, people were saying the same thing.
So
that's why Roy Jones won.
Hold on. First off,
won.
Hold on. So first off,
he didn't win, but he won.
So first off, to clarify, what I expressed was that I would definitely express to Mike Tyson that I know that he is the dominant man in the room.
Right.
I understand that point. I do not want to engage in this, but I will.
Right.
But I will. Some people are saying they just not.
Because he says he has that thing that goes off in his head where it's like, drama, let's go.
Yeah. It's like you got to do what you got to do. And like I said, Roy Jones will pepper you up, break all types of other parts before he knocks you out. Mike Tyson, at least maybe I get knocked out. Now, Mike Tyson, Roy Jones, epic to watch these old guys, you know what I'm saying? These old legends walk to the ring, you know what I'm saying? They
With
had
some
their
cool
like
guy shit.
Yeah, they had their pyrotechnics and shit. But
What did Mike Tyson came out of EDM?
yeah, no, listen, he had the joint. I'm Mike
To
Tyson.
himself.
I'm Mike
Yeah.
Tyson. Like, yeah, he had the EDM
I
shit on.
was over it, yo. I was laughing so hard. I was like, this shit is crazy.
Well, you know, he fuck with the toad and lick the toad and shit. He, you know, he on this trippy shit. You know, he smoke trees. He Mike different.
Nah,
and,
he is.
And in this fight that we got to watch, Roy Jones fought very intelligently.
Yes, very.
Roy Jones had this one little stab jab.
I hated it.
But I hated it too. It was a
it.
jab, but
And then it stayed there.
but it was a jab and
Fadeaway.
he run.
It was
But
a
the
fadeaway.
jab never came back in when he ran.
Right,
He
right.
went like in a half circle. It was this jab.
So what he
and
said,
then it was
so what he's saying is, so what he was trying to
While the jab
explain
was
was
still
that
out.
I'm gonna
he's-
get a punch in and then run
He's
away.
he's already running before the punch is finished.
Right.
Yeah,
He was
exactly.
he was actually back
Exactly.
with the punch at the same
like
time.
he's not going to be able to come in and counter. No way, long as my fist stays out.
right.
And I'm
Right.
a certain distance.
Yes. He it
He
was
definitely kept 6 feet.
yes, it was definitely
He turned it up towards the end. I will say towards the end. I think when he seen
Mike
'cause-
was a little more tired.
yeah, and just because Mike, I ain't gonna hold you. Mike can't help but fight. Mike loved to fight. That's something like he's a fighter.
I still believe Mike took it a little easy.
Absolutely.
I think-
that's what I was just getting to say.
And that was one of the most beautiful parts of it for me.
No,
personally.
Yeah.
no, absolutely, and that's what made it so classical.
He respected his opponent.
I think if you really like a Mike Tyson fan, and you know Mike Tyson, and like if this was like a real, like if it was a real like regular normal boxing match where Mike would have went in there with like his regular like mind frame and mentality of when he was in his prime, like this is kill or be killed. Like you definitely would have seen, even at 50, what is he? 50 what? 55. I think we definitely would have seen more out of Mike, and I think Mike definitely kept it classical. He kept it respectful. He kept it tasteful, and I still think, like I said, I still give it to Roy. Roy did his thing. Roy, he turned to Roy. I think when Roy started turning it up towards the end, trying to just give us more of a show, man.
Listen, man.
And it was dope.
Listen,
I don't know what show y'all. I mean, what fight y'all watch, but
Listen.
Roy was taking it easy on Mike.
No,
You
so
understand?
you know what, Garnett
Roy
Briscoe?
could have ended that in the
That's it, bro.
first
Listen,
round if
listen.
he wanted to.
Roy might have told the referee at a certain point, "I'm fighting Mike Tyson," when he was asking him to do more.
That's for
work.
showmanship.
No, he's explaining to him like, "Nigga, fuck you. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing because at the end of the day, I know who I'm in the ring with."
Right.
You
He
got
probably
body
could even
punches
feel
really
yes,
did start-
he
start
could
there.
start feeling the body and punches, and he could probably tell he's not swinging his hardest. But I could tell, whoa, this is very heavy-handed, things like that. And I just thought it was dope because people wanted to see Mike lose control and then maybe knock Roy out or something crazy. I thought it was dope to see that Mike ain't on no animal shit.
Yeah.
Mike's progressed
Right.
crazily. He created this platform to boost something else with the Legends Only, where he actually has these ideas that legendary basketball players could play a game against other legendary basketball players. And it's like, that's so fire to see him get the money he's supposed to get because he's been raped in contracts so many times in the past, and now he the boss of something at a time period where he could be a wasteland or he could have been in jail or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
So it's just fire. He got the dope podcast out. He got the weed farm or the ranch, and now he got a league that looks promising. It's like that's what the fuck is up.
And it definitely seems like he could have went the wrong way and ended up in jail and ended up on a way worse side of life. Because I seen a clip today where Zab Judah is actually talking to Mike Tyson. Please excuse me if I'm wrong, but I'm sure these the names that I saw. Zab Judah talking to Mike, and Zab Judah tell Mike Tyson that he heard a story from You God, from the Wu-Tang Clan, where You God, and then they showed that clip where You God said that when he was a kid, about 7 years old, he's from Brownsville, Mike Tyson robbed his mom and snatched her earrings out of her ear or something like that. And Zab Judah was asking Mike, like, do you recollect like things like that? And when, was it, just ever a time where that could have been like you, where he's probably right and it could have been you. And Mike was just like, you know, it's just dope to see Mike grow and see growth from him. But he was like, look, I don't know what you got from the Wu-Tang Clan, whatever. He was like, but tell you God, he was like that if I did that, he was like, tell him I got the money now. I want to pay him back. Tell him to find me. Like tell him to find me.
And you got and the thing about you got is
come ask me.
What the Wu-Tang called him was like they called him a thug nerd because they said as fast as he pick up a book, he pick up a gun. The boy you got was really like a nigga in the Wu-Tang that people was like afraid of.
They called him Golden Arms.
Yeah, right? I'm saying Golden Arms. He was the nigga when you watch documentaries of them. He was the nigga like Method Man was trapping for him. Like he was like the nigga, like so he was that guy. So he would have been. It's weird how New York, in those type of places, build so many celebrities that they have these upbringings where it's like, oh, I
so
remember
many connections.
Yeah, where
Everything
it's like laid
connected.
over. Yeah, because they
like
really
the whole
come
80s, like all of that. Everybody really knew
Yeah,
each
when you
other.
look at pictures of Mike Tyson in the 80s, those dudes that people talk about like Alpo and Rich Porter and like, you know what I'm saying, all them, they be like in the background or might be in the background of them pictures. So he was really around all those legendary gangsters or figures in like crime and things like that. So
Right.
And we gotta even recognize he from like one of the bad towns in Brooklyn, like or
absolutely.
boroughs in Brooklyn.
Absolutely.
Like he from Brownsville. And Brownsville, let me tell you something. One of my good friends, shout out to you, Kasim, but like he's from Brownsville too. And like the stories you hear, like to be able to even come out of that, you know, that neighborhood, that says a lot. And shout out to you, Mike Tyson. You doing big things out
Shout
here.
out to
Like,
Roy, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Roy and Mike.
The thing about the fight too, I think I kind of had to explain this to somebody the other day, was that it was two different mindsets also going in. Roy he just fought a couple years ago. Like he's like retired, like freshly retired.
Right.
He more like chilling, you know, he not probably working out as much. Mike had to lose 100 pounds just to get in shape.
Yeah.
So his whole mindset is like he had to get himself pumped to lose the weight no matter what. So Mike was really into it.
Yeah,
Roy said at the end, they said it was a draw. And
Damn right.
Roy, and they said, Tyson, are you happy about it? He said, yeah. And they said, Roy, are you happy about it? He said, hell no. I don't do draws. I wear draws.
Yeah.
And
Roy be talking shit.
And Roy knows that.
talk shit.
But he was
he
like,
lost
he said
the
he was
fight.
happy
No,
about
he
it.
He knows he lost
don't
the
know
fight,
that.
but I think that the respect that was shown and that the point to say that they both winners, this is different than
was great.
when they give kids participation trophies. This not that. This is literally two legendary people stepping back in there when there's no real reason to, and they gave people something dope and created this other platform.
That's great.
It was really wild that Roy act like, yeah, I don't know if I want to do this again.
Right.
And Mike was like, nah, Roy gonna be on the next card. Like he'll be on the card.
Roy said, I'm going to talk to my family.
Yeah, Mike's
and he
like,
said, I'm going to talk to my family.
Mike's like, he'll
We
be
might
on
do
there.
this again.
Exactly.
They definitely both kept it super classic, man. And
they were
just
super
healthy to
dope
see.
too. But what I didn't like about the entire fight, not just their fight, but like the fact that they had like it was like a concert. It was like a performer.
They had to do that
shit
to
was
make
beautiful.
pay-per-view people
That shit
buy
was
it.
beautiful to me.
Yeah.
Because
It was
wasn't
just
a real
a lot.
fight.
I mean, it wasn't right.
I wasn't
but it was
mad.
Just
I was
like,
happy to
I wasn't
see
mad
people.
neither. But it was just like a lot of people came to watch a fight, so they was like, "Damn!" Like all these artists
It
are
started,
performing.
like, 3 hours late.
So what they doing is they stretching out the pay-per-view time. It's something to put in between where people is getting ready and all of that. Like, cause all they do with the other shows is show you clips of like the niggas training
Right.
or talk about upcoming fights on
Commercials.
on that card. And if this company doesn't have upcoming fights, because it's not already it's not like if UFC and you waiting for another John, it'll start showing you like Conor McGregor training and
Right.
the next fight that's coming up. They don't have that history yet or that upcoming schedule. So it's like, well, right now we could fill it in with performances and things like that. So they got it off production wise. They
Now they-
Now the
definitely
production was dope.
I was lucky too when Snoop Dogg lit up that joint
he
and Wiz
did.
Khalifa, and then Mario Lopez was like, I could smell that loud from over here. I was like, oh, I wish I
That's
was
what I said. The
there.
commentary was so good.
That was probably
Yeah.
been. Can you
Nah,
can smoke sitting next to
everything
the
up-
ring?
When it
That would have
first
been live.
when it first came on, I ain't gonna hold you. They was giving me like funeral vibes when it first came on. Just the setting, it was very black. The guys were behind the counters with like the pallbearer suits on almost. It looked like no. I gotta be honest, but it turned out to
It was
be
good energy.
magnificent. The opening fights were magnificent. The
So
first
that-
fight.
So
Yes.
I don't
Was
want to
magnificent.
go crazy on this.
Me
Garnett,
either, man.
well, we gotta
Garnett-
talk about
Me
another
either.
fight.
No. Garnett Briscoe.
We gotta talk about
Garnett
another fight.
Briscoe.
What I do?
He really went Black Lives Matter, represent the black man. He really talked about this man Nate Robinson and how Nate Robinson
Shout
was
out
a
to
beast.
Nate.
Listen, how big Nate.
out to Nate.
He really talked about how big Nate was about to just wreck shop, and he really wasn't putting any respect on Jake Paul's name whatsoever.
At all.
He wasn't trying to hear it. He was talking about no Nate a bathlete, bro. He just that and the third.
I'm
And I
not
just
gonna call anybody a bathlete.
my bad. Well, he's washed, so he is a bathlete. Because
Wow.
Hey, but he went out there.
Because listen, right? So this is what we're saying. He went out there, so you gotta give him the respect.
Yes.
That he went out to fight. Where you don't have to give respect. Well, you always want to be respectful. But where you can give your opinion is, you could say it's foolish, not just brave, if you go out there with no ability to compete.
Well, that's
Unprepared,
that's what people don't.
Unprepared.
That's where like a lot of people lost respect. That's where people lose respect at because people want. A lot of people are still respecting it out the kindness of their heart and just having sympathy. You know, for our brother Nate. You know what I mean? This
But
is
you
our
know who
guy
I
from
don't
the
respect
culture.
is the trainer. I feel like in that situation, if you're a fighter, you might have in your head and in your heart, I'm about to whoop this dude's ass, and think you have this fire on your
do
tail.
you
But
think
your
he
trainer,
actually trained though?
Oh no, wait.
but there's no
That's
way
the
you
question.
can get in there to
So-
fight unless
so-
you have a manager or a
so,
trainer.
So you think
That's what I would
So
think,
you
but-
think the trainer that was hired should just say, I don't want to get my
They're
paycheck.
the ones that are supposed to say
But
you're ready for the fight or
they're-
you're not.
No, they're the person that gets paid to train you how to fight.
But doesn't
You
it look
schedule-
bad if they
you're-
lose?
But what I'm saying
who's
is,
gonna hire you again?
What I'm saying is, you're going to fight no matter what. Nate was going to get that check. Then he says, Chelsea Lee, I want you to train me on my stamina or whatever the case may be. And you look, this nigga's still winded. It's not your job. It's not to say, Chelsea Lee, yo, you responsible because this nigga, he winded. You were supposed to train him. It's like, I can only do so much for this nigga.
Not only
He
I
that,
feel
looked
like you're
like-
supposed to have a team when you
Nah,
box.
I
So
mean,
like
I
you're never
kinda like-
supposed to go out there and everybody doesn't
well,
believe
listen,
in you.
he
Somebody's
did. No,
supposed to say.
he did though. He did. I get what you're saying, and
Right.
you're right. He did, but at the end of the day, a lot
He
of
gonna
times
do it.
in that situation, now on a real boxing professional level, your team might have more say so. Where like if the boxer starts slacking off himself, where he's lacking on taking accountability on his like fucking workouts, on his training and bullshitting. with
Right,
it.
because let me be clear, because you're not going to have your first fight on pay-per-view as a real boxer. See, if you real boxers or trainers get to fight in these small little things, you training to do amateur, all this stuff. He goes and gets a real trainer, but he himself just doesn't possess. He don't seem like he has the boxing gene, to be honest, because he doesn't.
don't.
Because he looked like, oh, his stance off.
Listen,
The way he throw his punches is off.
it looked
He's
like
just off.
It looked like when the bell rung, because it is clips of him training. There are clips of him training. And it just seems
just
like
went
when
out
the
the
bell
window?
rung, he said, fuck the training.
Yes.
He got nervous or like
He was fighting like he was fighting in the
It seems
streets.
like he said, fuck the training. He was coming in throwing haymakers
He didn't
with his
spar
head.
enough.
And
with his
that's
head
why-
down.
Nate was gonna win, man.
Listen,
He slipped.
and that's why I can't.
the other guy was definitely
He
more
slipped.
thirsty for it.
But that's
He
why.
slipped.
But that's
He
why
got
I
lucky
can't.
The other
That's
guy
why I
was
can't blame the
serious.
That's what I'm
trainer.
saying.
That's why I can't blame the trainer, because once you go in there, like, you know, certain people, like I'll bring up Danny Garcia because he's a personal friend. His father smacked him in the corner before. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, do what the fuck I'll tell you to do. But that's his dad.
Yeah.
So he could do that. Other trainers can be rough too. Like, they'll have you in the corner. Motherfucker, is you paying attention to what I'm telling you? This situation is a little bit
just like the money.
different. And that man went out there and definitely looked like he threw away. Because you could go to a boxing class right now, day one, and they're going to show you shit that this motherfucker was not doing. He wasn't trying to block punches. He
Nothing.
he had his
no
hands
defense.
down. Like,
That's what they said. It
He
was
slipped,
no
bro.
defense.
He slipped.
It was only
The
a tad
defense
bit
was
of
there.
offense.
Stop
the
it.
defense
he
was there.
he wanted to run in and somehow kind of like grab him and then just like
Like he was fighting in the street.
Yeah.
They got- listen,
I never
they got-
niggas in the street fight better
They
than that.
got,
Let's keep
yeah,
it
they,
moving.
they do.
Oh, wow. I
They
was
get,
trying
they
to
do.
give
No,
him
no,
the
no.
benefit
Street,
of the
some,
doubt.
some
That
street fighters are amazing.
That means that in the street,
Real shit.
he take a lot of L's. A lot.
Listen, they even ridiculed Shannon Sharp, man, because he, you know, Shannon Sharp keep it real, and this is one of our guys. He repped the culture heavy.
Yeah.
You know, shout to Club
That's my
Shay Shay.
favorite guy.
But yeah, like he was in Club Shay Shay talking about it, and he was just like, yo, like how y'all getting mad at me? He was like, this man was talking heavy. This man was supposed to be training. We coming rooting for you, riding for you. And that's where I'm telling you where a lot of people lost respect. Because they looking at it like, yo, you talking heavy? We coming to back you.
Had me in this studio.
And then at the end of the day,
wildin'.
you didn't put in your work. You didn't put in no
Had Garnett Briscoe out here betting with niggas.
Side bets. I lost
It's like you didn't
80,000
lose
quadruple
on
dollars.
a regular loss.
Right,
Man,
like
we
listen,
went
and
on
don't,
the
and don't get me wrong, I ain't coming. I wouldn't like Nate. We rock with you. Nah, we it's
my
love,
guy, for
it's love.
real.
But what people got to stop sleeping on out here, and this ain't even on no because we ain't on no racial shit. None of that shit here. We love everybody, but
say it.
These white boys ain't playing around.
They not.
These white
They
listen, hold
not.
on.
You could definitely show up to my gym.
No.
You could definitely show up to my gym, and 100% I guarantee
Listen.
it. Guarantee it. Though.
These
I went to
listen,
the gym today. It was mostly
You'll get knocked out.
These-
I know. I'm
listen.
talking about
big-ass white dudes.
I'm talking about fighting gym,
Listen.
not niggas lifting weights that just strong.
Y'all better-
I'm talking about niggas that will beat your ass, choke you out, kick you in your head, whatever you want, and it happens.
Y'all
they
better
run-
put. Y'all
they-
better.
they run that
Y'all
MMA
better put
shit.
y'all pistols back in y'all safes and get your asses back to the gym, back to these parks, and get your ass in shape because it's like Jake Paul. I don't know if they. I seen the motherfucking highlight clips of Jake Paul training, nigga. I don't know if Nate Robinson seen him before he went out. But this motherfucker knocked out everybody he was training with.
I know.
This motherfucker dropped everybody. Everybody was dropping.
He has something.
I'm like,
You
oh,
don't
this.
think Nate seen that, man?
I'm like, man, Nate. If Nate seen that,
He seen it.
and didn't
That's
motherfucking
why
go
he
get
went in
no
there
defense
ferocious.
skills.
That's why he went in there
Come on,
ferocious.
man.
I'm gonna tell you.
He ain't blocked not one punch,
listen,
bro.
listen.
He blocked all of them besides the one that slipped through.
He
Nah.
blocked them shits
Stop
with his
it.
chin.
Yo,
slipped.
people have to experience something themselves. I've beaten up people in front of people, and then they thought, you won't do that to me. And then it be them, and then somebody else
What
said
else are they
it won't
supposed
be.
to think?
No,
Oh,
but,
shit.
no. They should have seen because the niggas want to have
Dad
to.
want him to be like, well, I'm next.
Yeah, so
Right.
so niggas be
I
like,
should have seen this.
Nick, nah, for real. I used to really go. Listen, I really go through that. Talk to Daytona Breeze, Alex. Niggas used to be like, man, the nerd bull sitting here beating niggas up like wouldn't be me though. I trip him, this, that, and the third until they chipped. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, dog, it's not going to change for you.
I thought
You know what I'm
chipped
saying?
is when you do somebody's mom.
No,
it can be used.
No,
It's
but no,
symbolic.
it
It can be
came
used
from
like that.
it came from chipping somebody's
Right.
too.
Oh,
You feel what I'm
okay.
saying? Yeah.
Yeah, like I
It-
chipped him
But
up.
then,
Yeah, yeah.
eventually
I
we
heard that
started.
too, but
But
they
then
don't
eventually
censor
we
my
started
shit.
chipping
No,
away in the
then you
box.
can
No.
start Yeah.
Chipping the boxes was third because then it went to haircut.
chipped is
if a person
crazy.
pushed
It's
your
like the word
hairline,
John.
Yeah, he
that's
chipped
why.
you.
Yeah.
All right, chip
Shout
is
out,
like John.
shout out to the old
the
stop
John
chipping
chip.
barbershop.
The Chippy John.
Yeah.
Chippy
And I
John.
think honestly, I never used chipping on like the box.
I never
because
used it for
chip
that.
sounds weak.
Yeah,
Like
yes.
I chipped the box. You only chip the box.
I
up?
chipped-
Yes, you want to break the box.
No, I don't want to break the box.
Nah,
Don't
dudes,
make women
dudes
think
back
break
in
the
the day
box.
used to be like, yo, I chipped her.
Yeah.
Yo.
I want
Yeah.
a
That
bungee
was
in the
the
box.
Okay.
I want a bungee.
So you want to put the air in
Oh
there?
no, hold on. We gonna listen.
The air up there.
Listen.
There's a movie called The Air Up There. We're gonna remix.
Yo,
We remixing it. The air down there.
yo,
It's coming soon.
Listen.
For the Devinwade Show.
listen.
Featuring Wally D.
Yo, I had to. Yo, shit. Listen, I had to go on a mission this weekend and do like it was basically, it felt like a drug deal.
What?
Yeah, because the only
Do we gotta worry?
yes, the only thing harder than motherfucking beating up Jake Paul right now or Mike Tyson is getting a PlayStation motherfucking 5.
Oh my god.
And niggas got these shits on sale for motherfucking
Nigga said he was out here in the
22.
trash.
Yeah. Oh
You
no.
was Devin Childs.
Yeah, listen. It was real. No, it was real,
Wait, you
Rich.
sold some?
No, I had to go meet somebody to cop one. You feel me?
How much
you
you paid
bought
for
one?
it?
So I ended up paying $10.50 for it, right?
That's not
Wait.
bad.
No, it's not bad.
1,000?
Yeah, $1,050, right?
You paid double.
Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah. So
They profited.
So when I'm looking at the Jones, I'm seeing everything online, 1,800, 1,900. Niggas got it for 22. Like they going crazy with this shit, right? So I'm getting, I wasn't even getting it for me or my son. I told the nigga forget it, but my homie that passed away recently, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I said, yo, I want to do something. We gonna do something for him. So for his son. So I go to meet with the bull. Me in Daytona go or whatever like that. Definitely brought something with me. We meet. It's like it's dark outside, right? So the dude is talking to us on the app, but on this app or whatever.
Not the WhatsApp again.
Nah, it's not the WhatsApp. I don't know what app this nigga was on. No, it was on something like OfferUp or one of them type of joints.
Yeah.
So he like, yeah, meet me over here or whatever like that.
In
We get
this
to this
dark,
spot.
shady
Yeah, it was like
spot.
dark as shit. You know what I'm saying? So then we end up going to this other spot, and it was like a school grounds type of joint. So it kind of looked like a playground or whatever. And I get there, and it's like an Arab bull, and he got like mad people with him. They all garbed up and all of that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So you can't really see what's niggas' hands. So I go over there, roll down the window, I'm like, yo, and bull came out. PlayStation came out. They had a van. So the
It's
van,
getting creepier.
listen,
crazy.
the van crack open or whatever like that. Bull, I see bull come out with the joint or whatever. Me and my man standing there. He walk up, and then his man's walk up, but his man got the whole joint, like you can't see his hands or nothing. So I said, listen, so from the jump, I'm paying digitally. Nobody bringing no cash or whatever like that. So you want
Hold on.
Nigga is
so-
a real
so-
Who do you
ass
think you
businessman.
are?
nah.
Right.
Hold up. I'm
So I
paying
said-
This nigga said as soon as they
Paying
walked up, he was like, yo,
digitally.
listen, before we go any further, they call me Digital Dev. I don't keep cash.
Listen. So no, dead ass. So dead ass. I'm like,
Digitally.
so I'm like, you gonna get. I say you gonna get $525 from me, and you gonna get $525 of him if you got Cash App. If not, then we ain't even doing this or whatever. So the one dude is looking at him like, I got Cash App. I'm like, all right, bet. Well, at least there's something on there. What's your name on there? We go to look or whatever. So I brought a razor blade with me. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I always got one. So I said, you need to cut that open. That's what I
Like
felt
a brick.
Yeah.
You want him to cut it like the
So the
brick.
dude tells me like, but if I cut the seal, it's going to lower the value. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm telling you, I'm definitely buying it if it's a PlayStation in there. But I'm not going to buy this joint, open it up, and you got a motherfucking VCR in this bitch.
You wanted to
know?
test the product.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I want to test the product. So
Motherfuckers out
Paul
here
talking
wildin'.
to his mans for a second, then he like, you definitely have the money. I'm like, yeah, I got the money,
That's
bro.
how he
Like,
was talking?
yeah, because it's an air ball. You know what I'm
Oh.
saying? So it's like he's telling me like, bro. So
And they were serious too, like they had a brick.
they had a whole they had
Yeah,
mad
bricks.
people with them, and then this van pulled up behind us.
Oh, it was
And
a
their
lot.
lights all beam. So I'm like,
It's a
oh, these
movie.
niggas on some bullshit.
All this over the PlayStation.
Yeah, so I'm
We
like,
find out y'all was
wow.
gonna get raided.
yeah,
but
so
like,
I'm sitting here like, listen, dog, I'm gonna end up like the boy in the video that pulled out and start shooting if this motherfucker go left, right? So the dude let me cut the joint. I opened it up, pulled a little styrofoam, the little joint out, and I seen the instruction manual because that's what I look for: wires, instruction manual to make it authentic. I'll flip the book. Oh, this, yeah, you know what I mean, you want to taste that joint.
This
You
nigga
damn near want
smelled the-
you damn near want to take. You
instruction
want to lick the
booklet.
controller, see what it. Hold on, this tastes like PlayStation. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Plastic?
So I open the next part up.
fresh plastic.
Yeah, right. I see the
can't.
joint inside. I'm like, oh yeah, this the one with the drive and all of that. This it for real. He like, yeah, so you definitely buying, right? So we sent him the joint, and then he was like, yo, if you want more, I got 3 more of these joints. You know what I'm saying? Like, I sell those to you. And I was like, all right, bro, we gonna see. You know, I'll call you until his map, everything was it was good. The person that pulled up behind us actually was copping one. They ain't go through none of that. They hopped right out the joint, boy, handed the joint, and niggas handed them the cash and just
They ain't trust you.
just dip. No, them niggas was just mad trustworthy because they pulled up. They didn't even cut the box open. They didn't even want to see the work.
okay.
They
I
didn't even
just
want
see
to
the
see.
Instagram video where a guy was buying it.
They probably
and
a
he had it
loyal
on the
customer.
ground. He had the video. He had the PlayStation on the ground, and the guy was recording it. He was like, "Cut it open," and the guy cut it open. And when he took it out, it was like some bullshit. And the guy in the back was like, "Are you buying it or not?" And he took his foot and kicked the whole thing. He's like, "Fuck no, I ain't buying
I
this
saw
shit."
that, and that's
It
why I
was
was
so
like, nah,
funny.
niggas out here making boxes. Niggas putting all they art and design niggas
Nah.
on making a box, filling it up with some bullshit. I said, nah, I gotta do that, and you know we got
Niggas
the
really
joint.
be scamming off of anything.
that's a
Anything.
big
A
fact.
PlayStation 5 though.
Anything.
Like, this sounded like a whole drug transaction.
It really did.
It
And
felt
people
like
will
a
be so
movie.
scared, like he said, they'll just grab the box and bounce and won't say nothing, and then get home, open it up, and
it's
be
some
all got for
bullshit.
Now
like
imagine you
$1,000.
paid double or triple for an item that you know.
And you can't find that person.
Sick. You feel what I'm saying?
That make you want to do devilish things.
No,
and
so
we
this
try
is
to
the
stay away
craziest
from
part.
that.
The bull end up raising the prices on the other ones, right?
Nah.
Nigga said, it'll be $1,800,
To you?
but it comes with to everybody. But it'll a controller come with it and like 3 games. But I'm like, nigga, games is only $50 a piece, and a controller only costs like $50. Nigga, that's only a $200 value. How you up the shit $800?
Niggas just
They got the
making
games
shit
for
up.
like $5.
Niggas is just going for it right now, man. PlayStation got
I ain't
shit
with
on.
none of that. I'm not the type like, and I know a lot of people do like, I know Dev did it for a different cause. You know what I mean? 'Cause I know what Dev did it for because he late still anyway. But all the people that like went out there and did that, I ain't mad at them because a lot of people like to have shit when they want it, and I get it. Some people got it the right way though. Some people like, was smart. They ordered on time. They got on the pre-orders and they got them at regular retail value. I'm really never been a fan.
Is there only a
No, a lot
certain
of people.
amount
My
coming
son
out?
got one. So my son got one. My man,
Y'all super blessed.
my
Look
son
at
got
y'all.
one. My man that I work with got one.
Regular
And they
price?
didn't like regular price.
Hold
They
on,
went
hold
in- They
on.
waited to the
Wow.
release.
So what
Of
it
the
is
pre-Jones
they're
that
like
being
sneakers.
released.
It's like how we do the sneakers, John. You could be
I
on there
always lose
waiting.
those,
You could be on the joint waiting for the link.
Yeah.
You hit it. You just ain't get it. Certain niggas got it. They're like, yo, did you get this joint? Yeah,
Yeah.
my joint went through. Your joint was like out of stock.
My son, I ain't gonna hold you though. My son did say when I last talked to my older son, he did say, "Dad, I ain't gonna hold you though. I feel like super like fortunate." He
Yeah,
was like,
because-
"Cause like nobody got this." He was like, "None of his homies got it."
Yeah, and they was probably all waiting right at the same time, and you press the button, and then it'd be like, well, some people got it, some people don't, and that's what niggas do on them
That's
sneaker
dope.
Like
apps.
a raffle.
And then they sell the sneaker, so the sneaker be on sale for $250, and then 15 minutes later, that sneaker
Yeah.
is $750. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy, man. And it really
It's
is.
the best promotion. That's why they do it. They make something feel so scarce. Now, come end of January, you'll be able to just walk in Walmart and buy that shit.
And shout out to my son too, man. My son doing big things in that game
shout out
in
to
that gaming world. His name is Quaddy on
What games he play, man?
He be on all of them, man. He on Twitch. He like a real gamer. Like he's really like playing with like the ranked guys now. He's starting to like I believe he played with like Lil Bronny. He played with LeBron James'
There's
son.
money in that too, man.
Like-
It's actually a future in that. Back when we was younger, they used to tell us ain't no future in that damn
Nah,
game.
real shit.
So
Real
it
shit.
felt like
These
so it
games.
felt like when I first like told my mom I wanted to do music, and you know what I'm saying, and my mom ain't really say nothing crazy. She just was like, you got a definite sure win in art. Like you're definitely doing that. So why would you put into music? And my aunt was just like, nigga, fuck that music shit. You ain't gonna do nothing with that shit. And you know what I'm saying? I actually made my first money through music and not, you know what I mean, the other way. And that's how I felt when I was trying to tell my son, like, man, listen, bro, the gaming shit is cool, but it's like I'm gonna be a pro gamer, like I'm gonna do this. And I'm like, ain't no money. This nigga showed me like a fucking Olympics
Yeah.
of like gaming. And I'm talking about motherfuckers is walking to get to the console, to the controller, and they gotta smack hands in the audience like Hulk Hogan. It's a stadium. And I start seeing all this shit, and he start telling me like, oh, this dude is his name is Marshmallow, and his name is what's the fucking dude with green hair that's like the biggest gamer of all time? This dude be in like fucking like Sprite commercials and
know
shit.
the
Ninja.
names.
His name is Ninja. So it's like, look at this nigga, look at his YouTube subscribers, look at
And
it's
they
like
watch
these
his
niggas
videos.
is millionaires. And you start being like, damn, am I out of touch? We're
Yeah.
just like we wanted to go to the league or do this or do that, and they thought it was some
It's
bugged out
changing.
shit.
Nah,
It's-
I'm
it's
telling
really
you,
it's a
changing.
digital world.
Fifth Element.
Even like you
saying
you got the
Fifth- I gotta go watch
NFL,
Fifth Element
you got 2K, like it's professional leagues for that where the NBA is actually like in on
Sponsoring it. Oh, the
Yeah,
E League.
it's-
The E League.
Right.
So it'll be like I am the point guard for the Mavericks or for this in the digital world. Like it's only
and
me.
they literally draft you.
Yeah.
You move there. You have teammates.
You get paid
they pay
$100,000
you.
a year.
They pay you. You travel. You still have to do sponsorship. You
It's like the
actually-
man OnlyFans.
It's the what?
Nah.
I'm just kidding.
Drop
But
the
that's
link.
fun.
Drop
That's
the
fun.
link.
It sounds fun for them.
No, but it
they
is.
get to go
It is.
move and play
It
video
definitely-
games
it
and
definitely
like
is
be
like-
with a bunch of dudes. Like
I will
come on.
say that it is like kind of like how we got like subscribers that just subscribe to watch us every week, and you know they tune in, they
Exactly.
become like loyal family. It's the same thing with them because they gaming. Like I know my son got accounts, and he gets subscribers on those accounts, and they tune in, and he get paid for like his subscribers that watch him game, and they be really like entertained by these gamers. They fans of you. They want to see you play against different people. They want to see you go in rooms, and then your name start getting up. So people start inviting you, like, yo.
And they tell other people.
And they go all by like your
yo,
gaming tag,
go
like
check out
Ninja.
these
Like, yo,
guys.
and you just keep moving up in the ranks. That shit like crazy. I just told, my main thing with my son was just like, it's just, because I know how I did my side thing as like, music, as I've been doing my whole career. And music had to be like something on the side. So that's all I just tell my son, like, yo, just long as you still living your real life and got a job.
Yeah, you taking care of your responsibilities.
And you chasing that on the side, it's nothing wrong.
So that's the difficult part of me, like trying to teach that to mine right now, because he doesn't have a concept of real world at all.
Right.
So he'll say stuff like, what do you don't believe in me? You know what I mean? And we'll be like, nah, listen, man, it's not that, Chris. Like, it's literally, you gotta understand that you gotta, like I talked to him today, and then I realized, like, you texted, boy, you supposed to be in school. Like, you texting me and shit, and you supposed to be in fucking class, right? So I could share this because of a development that happened like now yesterday. So we get his grades. Dog, I was disgusted. I wanted to listen. Let me explain something to you. I was so mad because like these kids, they're in this situation now where they're learning at home, and you're not inside. We working, we doing other shit. He's got to have the discipline for himself as a 13-year-old to sit in front of this fucking computer, bored as shit, at the crib, you know what I'm saying, mind you.
With other distractions.
With everything that he would want to be doing.
Your whole life is...
So I'll catch him. Yo, my man, what are you doing on the game? Oh, I'm on break. I'm on lunch break, or I'm done my work.
Lying.
I'm missing that. And I'll be like, man, I don't give a fuck if you done your work, bro. You got to turn that off until you done all the way. Oh, man. But turn out he rushing through assignments just to jump back to the sticks.
All slick shit.
So
they done muted the teacher. They doing shit like that. They mute the teacher.
Bro, it's to the point where it's like I get the grades, and I'm like, these grades is impossible. If you go to school and you just click anything on multiple choice, if you do anything, your grades will be better than this.
Oh, no.
What the fuck is you doing, my nigga? We end up taking the because he got the computer, all that shit.
Damn,
the fucking
whole setup.
The whole, yeah, because he got the PC gaming setup. He's crazy about this shit. So we got him the extra dope PC gaming John. He got gaming chairs. He got virtual reality
Gotta
machine.
set that
We got
boundary.
all that shit, right? And the PlayStation and all that. Took all that shit from him. This nigga goes and does the assignments that he just refused to do. And in 2 days, changes his all-around grade from a F to a B. That means the nigga just wasn't even doing the work at all.
But they do that, though.
Yeah, so it was
They
just
do
like,
that.
it
That's
was like, so
something
my nigga, you was going to really sit here and let yourself fail just because, and I try to shoot him some bail or understand what the kids is going through right now, just like separation from other kids. They're not interacting. Like, this is not good. 13-year-old boy supposed to be going to school, seeing the crush that he like every day. Like, it's certain interactions that you're supposed to have, and now they're kind of like trapped in the only real, because even school's not a social interaction. It's just them listening to a person tell this boring lesson through a computer screen.
Right.
They crave that interaction. They jump on it. Kids don't even want to play the game if they can't be on the headset talking to somebody. So
That's
is a social interaction, and is an issue. I just wanted to share that.
It's like you got one job. You don't pay no bills. You in school. You
Man, they
got
be,
one job.
Listen, they be muting
Don't
the
bring
teachers,
home no
man.
Fs.
At my job, we do that. We got, before and after school program where we got older kids and we helping them. We try and like oversee like just the remote learning and help out with the teachers and the parents. We just trying to be like a mediator in this whole pandemic and in this whole situation. And a lot of kids, that's what they doing. They be like muting the teachers, flipping the screen down. The teachers will call the parents and be like, yo, he just be logging out. Like, what's up with him? We haven't seen him. And the whole time kids be lying like, my assignment's done. Then you turn around and the kid got 200 assignments missing.
Yeah, nah, that's a fact.
It's crazy.
It's a difficult,
It's
just
crazy.
situation that, like you said, just to put kids in, because even though the schooling may be less hours, you have to put actually like more like man time into it. So you may have to sit down for, in front of this laptop for 3 hours straight instead of bouncing around.
It's better.
Kids is
every
on
half hour.
PlayStation.
Shit, they don't know how fucking like good they got it though. Because if
Yeah.
I could do 3
Yeah, no, they
hours
really
of
do.
school when I was in fucking school at
Yeah,
home,
I would do that.
I would got that 3 hours
Not
done. and
only
been
that-
done.
Hold on. You had homeschool?
No.
No. So that's what I'm
I
saying.
don't
So
know.
what I'm saying
It's
is,
No, I said if I could do 3 hours at home, but you do miss that interaction of being at
I
school.
was fucking off in school and I was in school.
Right.
Yo, and when I was in school, yo, I swear to God,
People just learn different.
if you went to Pennsauken High and you was in that 1995, 90 to 98 era, you knew Devinwade Robinson. You know what I'm saying? Devinwade Robinson. I fucking airbrushed in class. I'm talking about in math. I'm painting. Remember niggas used to be like airbrushing a nigga with a hoodie on?
That's crazy, dog. I just was talking to my grandpa the other day, and he said he went to school with a nigga 90. Bro,
He said his grandpa.
Grandpa, I was like, I put that together.
You didn't get it instantly.
It took me a second.
Nah, I got it
Oldnigga.com.
instantly. Yeah, definitely oldnigga.com. But I
Your
was
dad?
I was airbrushing
And Dev.
I was airbrushing in class because they came out with something where if you didn't have that big machine that pumps the air, it's a fucking cans of compressed air. I used to fill my book bag up with those and put them in there, and I'd be painting. I was basically a prodigy of art, to the point where my teachers was like, that's what he gonna be. Like, let the boy rock. Like look what he making. I had teachers that used to be like, can you paint a picture of my grandpa? Like, can you do this? And would fucking pass me on shit on the low. Like
you have a skill.
I need something designed, Dev. And it's like, I got you. I used to really make money airbrushing in school. That's what I did.
Did you used to look at them like once you knew you had them in the bag? Did you ever look at them and get to be like, man, fuck that test?
No.
That's a great question.
Right.
I would have been like, no, this is my world.
It wasn't.
How do you get back
it
real
wasn't.
quick?
It wasn't that. It wasn't that. Like
That's
harsh.
probably like, Dev, where's your test? You was probably like, what test?
Like,
The only nigga in class was like, are you serious,
You
Mr.
still want that
Johnson?
transformer drawing for your son, right?
You probably won't even say that because you ain't want to like put him out there, but you'll just be like, Mr. Johnson, you serious?
Nah, you want You want to know who failed me? My art teacher.
What?
My art
It's
teacher
because you
failed
was a
me.
show off.
Hater. You were better than him.
showing
Yo. So
You were
That
better
is
than
so
him.
You
fucked
wasn't
up.
doing what
no.
you was supposed to
I'ma
do.
This is crazy because I didn't think we was gonna talk about this, but this is a real thing, y'all. Check this out. My art teacher failed me, right? And the reason why she failed me was because we would have assignments, and it might be like, yo, we're gonna draw buildings or whatever, but today we're learning perspective.
You
And
didn't
it's like,
do it how she taught you?
yeah, like she basically would draw the perspective, and it's like, I'm done that shit in 3 minutes. People are working on this shit for the whole hour. So I just draw all the buildings, everything, fucking landscaping, buildings, people walking down the street, cars, everything. And it's like, you moved further than the assignment. It's like, yeah, but I already know how to do this. You feel me? And it was like, well, following directions is a part of class. Nigga, I got a F in art because I would just do the whole thing. Like, it felt like I was sitting in there. It felt like if you was doing math and you was in a class with kids that was just learning 1 + 1 and you doing motherfucking
Right.
algebra or some shit.
Yeah.
So she failed me. And then I started winning like contests for the school, and I would take the school on like trips. Because like it was like, we won this contest and shit, so we get to go to this museum and do this and do that. And then I became like a favorite type student, where it was like I could go in the art room whenever I want, take paint. I mean, it's like I had keys to that bitch. I would just be in that motherfucker getting shit, right?
I got the keys.
So yeah. I got the keys. A word is born. And what happened
dope.
was my first 3 years, there's only 3 years of art. I took all of them. So my senior year, they like, it ain't no art, my nigga. So my senior year, I was still go in there and get shit here and there, but I really wasn't in there with the art teacher. I'm gonna keep it real. Her name Miss Ford, right? So I go in the class one day. The art teacher asked me. Now she got a new person that's like the main art chick. They're like, yo, she doesn't have a portfolio, like a physical thing, the physical case. Do you mind if she borrows yours? I said, bet. You know what I mean? I give it to him. Now she's safekeeping all my art. I'm talking about shit that I've been drawing for 4 years, right? End of the year comes. I'm trying to get with my teacher to get my shit back. She seemed like she like sliding on me. You know what I mean? Curving me type time. You know what I mean? So I go to the class on the day of, like this is the last day of school. I'm in the class, in the closet looking for my shit. She walks in, blacks on me like I was an intruder in her house, the way she was acting. Like she acted almost like she was afraid, like, oh my God, get out of my classroom. Like going crazy, where security like, yo, you gotta leave.
Oh my God.
And I've never seen anything that I drew in high school again.
That's wild.
And I quit drawing and didn't start drawing again until my boy died outside the studio crossing the street, and I drew his son for his funeral. And that's what made me an artist again. And that was like 2009.
So how many years didn't you draw after that?
I think it was like 13 something. It was like
She basically like hijacked your.
I would have went back to the school or contacted
it was like a clean 9 years of like nothing.
That shit really like hurt you.
So
yeah,
it was crazy. It was like I don't even have proof that I'm really like I draw. So a lot of niggas that knew me for rapping and writing songs and everything that would be in the studio every day, you know, Ron San, all them, they really didn't know like that I knew how to draw at all. Yeah. You know, they just thought, yo, you take pictures or whatever. It's like, no, this is really what I do. And I went to my
that's probably crazy though. When people probably first saw you draw, was like, he's the greatest first drawer of all time.
The thing is, what it was crazy was people already thought that I had talent and all this other shit, and then it was like, nah, God, like niggas was like, what is this? Is not
draw. Like, okay,
that's when niggas. That's how I ended up drawing that picture of Prodigy and 50 Cent and shit, is because Ron San, shout out to Ron San, became obsessed with finding people that could draw better than me, and he showed me somebody that did hyperrealism, and I never seen it before. I said, oh shit, they draw that? I gotta be able to do it. I went to the store, bought all the shit I saw that dude had, drew mine and put it up, and then he was like, nah, nigga, like, this is crazy.
He a whole problem. Yo, you killed that the Mayweather and Pacquiao too.
Yes. So shout out to Showtime Sports for putting that up there too. And then what was real crazy is how the shit. What's real crazy is I went to my 20th high school reunion. I guess it was 2018. I went to that joint.
20th, wow.
Yeah, and I went to that joint and
let them know who your date was though.
Nigga, I didn't have no date, nigga.
I was there.
No, you wasn't, nigga.
I was there.
No, you wasn't,
yes,
bitch.
I was.
How was you there?
It was at Vera.
Oh, so
I was there.
No, what happened was Vera becomes a club at a certain point. So what happens is the school rented the club and we had our reunion. But if you stay, now it turns club hours. Yeah. People come to the club.
So who was the date?
There was nobody. No,
my girl
didn't.
Went together.
No, he's lying. He came to the club when the whole shit was over. So anyway, I walk in there and I'm meeting people and it's surreal as shit. Like, you know, if y'all go one day when y'all go to this shit, you gonna see motherfuckers and be like, oh, that's such and such, or who stayed the same. Motherfuckers look like they aged crazy, like they look 70.
I'm trying to be that nigga on the 20th
right. The women is super aggressive beyond because they passed their heyday and you still look like you in better shape than you was before. So they direct. What's up, Dev? I'm trying to fuck. Like direct. You feel what I'm saying? It's different. So and some niggas was jumping in on that and doing that. But they told me, they was like, yo, you know who's back there? The art teacher, Miss Ford.
No.
She was like in the back behind the bar.
Did you go up to her?
I walk up to her and she's sitting there with this dude. I guess it's like her husband. And she's like, you look familiar or whatever. And I shake her hand and I tell her my name. And she just started crying. It was like she remembers exactly what happened. The last moment that we ever seen each other. Because remember, me and this lady was kind of like tight for years. And when I said my name, she just started bawling.
Did you say what happened to my artwork?
Nah. I kind of let it slide. She asked me, like, could you please come to the school and, like, talk to my students and things like that. And we had made plans to do that. Let them know how
I stole your portfolio. It's like, nah.
I ain't even want to ask, like, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't even want to ask, but then she introduced me to her husband, and he kind of, like, knew who I was. So it might have been a discussion that took place.
It's almost like a Will Smith and the Aunt Viv kind of, like, scenario almost.
Kind of, bro. Like,
Because there was just some, you know, it was some friction there. There was some friction there, and y'all had a bond. Then there was some friction. Yeah. And then to see each other again, and for her to emotionally, like,
as weird as it is, as a kid, it felt like, when I look back at it as a kid, it felt like once I couldn't be utilized anymore to do anything further because I can't be in this class, then I didn't count. It's like, I gotta find somebody else to be the star pupil and shit like that. But yeah, that's real shit.
That's a crazy story.
Before we get out of here, Casanova.
Yeah, what's up with rappers, man? They just like the
Rappers is taking L's.
Rappers is catching bad breaks, man. I love Cass too. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm a fan of Cass. I've been rocking with Cass since the Quiet Storm freestyle, and when I started kind of like putting people on to just his energy. I'm a fan of gangster rap, and I say that all the time, like the gangster rap that that came about in entertainment. I was a fan of it, always a fan of it. You know what I mean? Just the energy of it. I like to work out. Sometimes I like to ride to it. I like other stuff too, but I do like it. And it's just sad, man, that it looked like I don't know, this new thing on Cass. They saying that Cass is supposedly like part of some group, some organization.
Y'all know what the group name is called? What was it?
Gorilla Gang, right?
Gorilla Stone. I believe.
Gorilla Stone.
Untouchable Gorilla Stone Gang.
Yeah.
Shit, right?
Something like that is exactly what they was putting in the tabloids and in the on the blogs and sites and all that. But it's just sad that when these guys are like making decisions that try to like change their life and do something better with their life and do something positive and something more productive, that it just look like sometimes their past, man, keep like, I don't know. I mean, hopefully this ain't a situation where Cass is guilty of anything, and hopefully Cass, can come out of this shit because they saying he wanted by the feds and shit like that. But it's just sad to see like these scenarios because look, Bobby Shmurda was on top of the world, you know what I'm saying? And shit just go left. And then
we said on a prior podcast when we wanted to talk about a subject that was something like this, and we took it serious enough that we wanted to make sure we recorded it and everything, like as far as video and everything.
Right.
That most likely, super most likely, you're not going to just commit crimes, do shit or whatever like that, be able to go on a rap and just ride off scot-free. It's shit already there, whether it's prior beef, somebody looking for you, people that feel slighted, police investigations, things like that, and they love to catch you more when you a big fish. Now you a real big thing on they jacket. Like they really get that stripe. Like I'm the one that caught such and such. I'm the guy that got this guy. And it's unfortunate, but certain things, like the way it works out, like what happened with 6ix9ine and that whole situation, and that 6ix9ine had static with that man. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy how all this stuff looks like it somehow connects.
It's a lot. So what the indictment alleges, this is what the Federal Bureau posted, right? They I was just reading this, so this is basically what they're saying. It says the violence and drug activity committed by these gang members threatened the safety of our communities and placed innocent lives at risk. Their unabashed criminal behavior, as alleged, included the murder of a 15-year-old, and even extended to defrauding programs meant for people suffering economic hardship due to the pandemic. But thanks to the partnership and hard work of all the law enforcement agencies involved in this investigation, we were able to stop this violent criminal organization and show that Gorilla Stone is actually not untouchable.
And how long again was this investigation?
They don't say how long they've been investigating. This was just released a day ago. So, and they're still looking for Caswell Sr., which is Casanova, in connection with the case. They're not saying exactly his involvement, but it is a organization. So basically, he's probably gonna get hit with the RICO law. Essentially, if nobody knows what the RICO law is, it's basically it's a law where they can charge an organization for, like, you have an influence and corrupt organization, right? So you basically are involved. So you have to, like, engage in the pattern of racketeering activity connected to the enterprise. The law defines 35 offenses as constituting racketeering, including gambling, murder, kidnapping, arson, drug dealer, bribery, etc. So all that's under the RICO law. So if he doesn't even have to do, and he probably didn't do anything in, the scenario when he was a part of whatever, even if he was a part of it or not. Just the involvement.
It's like a group thing. It's like a group thing.
It's
When
like a tree.
basically-
Everyone has to
basically-
connect to
Yeah,
everybody.
everybody.
Somebody's working for
Yeah,
somebody.
So
it
he's a part of that
Right.
tree.
It don't matter if you were a peon, but the
Yup.
Giants
You were
were
part
killing
of it.
people, and
Yup.
you were under
Right.
the same
They made
oath
orders
as the
to their
peon-
people
as the
under you,
Giants.
and then their
And-
people under you
and
made
if you-
orders to you, and those orders are all connected.
If you in interviews, which I'm sure a lot of these guys are, if they in interviews and everything talking about, yeah, I was putting in work and I was doing this and I was doing that. I mean, you're confirming it. And then you are associated with that gang or yelling it out or whatever the case may be.
They just snitch
you
on
kind of
themselves.
wrote your own,
And it's blow by blow a lot of the times, even when you're not thinking you're giving all of the goods, but it's like
They
all
pick
they
it-
need is so much
So,
because they
Little pieces to the
6
puzzle.
9 definitely named some people in his situations because there was public things that took place where it was like you did have a run-in with these dudes and what's his name? Casanova.
Casanova,
It's actually in that 6ix9ine documentary as well. You know what I'm saying, from Hulu. So it's like, was that Hulu?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Hulu.
yeah, on
So if they're able to put that together, and now he brings up him and says that he named him as a member of this gang that he was beefing with. Along with, remember, he also named Jim Jones at one point, and maybe Cart. Like he was naming
Singing.
everybody. You know, he was naming everybody.
tweet.
So when he was saying, "Oh yeah, he was a
Snitch
member,"
nine.
he was a member of these other Bloods and all that. But it'd be crazy because people don't even realize what they got themselves into when they dirtied their hands rolling around in the grass with that nigga. They could have ignored the nigga they thought was like a fake goon or whoever he was and said, "I don't want to roll around with him." It would be crazy. It would be crazy if you going in to G-Check or whatever you did, somebody, now y'all have a connection, now they're naming you in a situation, and now you about to get sent off where you like, man, I could have just ignored. That nigga don't got nothing to do with me.
Right.
I could have, fuck. He's worse than what I thought he was. He went and said my name in this joint, and now that added more credibility to they already done gave out so many, whatever they want to call it, years.
Well, the
off
police,
this nigga.
the 6ix9ine work for, like, that's their job, though. That's their job to keep destroying lives and keep tearing whoever they could tear down, even if a motherfucker has escaped out the life. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
because them escaping out of life don't bring your mom back if they killed your mom, Rich.
Nope.
They not trying to hear, you not trying to hear he got an album, he doing good for his fans. It's like, bro, he murked my mom.
Yeah.
right.
He killed my bro. I don't give a fuck about none, especially a nigga that don't come from the streets. Like, what the fuck does you turning over your life got to do with me? Now, the way I'm able to compute and understand people's view of that is like when a person do something crazy foul to you and then they go to church. And you be like,
Really?
my nigga, you made shit right with God, but you ain't do it with me. I'ma still see you. I'll punch on a preacher just as fast as I'll punch on anybody else.
Preacher ain't better than nobody.
No.
No, and
No.
You
but
gotta add that
listen,
to
but
your
listen,
intro, son.
it's a flip side to that though, because I tell people all the time that just because a
Knock your moms
motherfucker
out.
preached don't mean that he won't bust your ass.
That's a fact too.
Like, no,
That's
it's
a fact.
No, it's a fact.
It's a fact.
No,
It's a flip
I'm
side
just
to that.
laughing.
That's
It's
just
a
like
fact.
when Mace was doing his little interview, and
brought
Mace
Mace
said,
up.
yeah, because it was just funny though, and I thought it was real when he was like, just like, yo, like, you know, and I ain't saying it about him, but when he said, y'all think because a person might mention like godly shit or mention God because I
soft or
believe in
something.
God, like a motherfucker like soft, or a motherfucker like less of a man.
Yeah.
When like the first thing your most notorious gangsters do when they fall in like some real like in the face of some real like drama, most of them go to God
Right. So
and start looking for higher power.
So
or
to
some
that
type of
point,
energy.
to that point, the same way niggas be like, actually, he's still a goon, dude. He's just preaching, or he playing that role or whatever. It's the same thing happens with the other shit. Niggas be like, maybe a person would forgive this person if they thought it was genuine. But some people be like, man, he a rapper. He still sells the idea of shooting people and selling drugs. And guess what? He shot my cousin. He did this and he's profiting off of it. And he profits off of the, what do you call that? The prowess of he's a real nigga. He really put that work in. People, when they hear the words like, he really put that work in, they think it's like some vague thing, like the work didn't get put on real humans.
Right.
Like to somebody, it's like, yeah, that when he say, I put in that work, boom, 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 to somebody, it's like, yeah, my family member.
Right.
More of that toxic shit. More of that toxic shit we talked about today.
Facts.
Like
So-
where they trained us and
Right.
programmed us to think it's
Right.
the coolest shit in the world.
Right. So that's why I try to tell people, don't even go down that route. Don't think you're gonna be able to dip your hand in there, leave out totally unscathed. I'm gonna leave like Hove did. You feel me? That's how people think they gonna pull the J. It's like, nah, a lot of times that dirt that's on your hand is gonna catch you. And it feels so bad to get caught when you're a millionaire, when you're dating a model, when your life is so up. And next thing you know, it's like, they put that together because everybody's not in your position. The niggas that get caught,
Nope.
they not in your position. They already probably felt the way about you. You know what I mean? That you the main nigga and all of that. So now it's like, we all this gang. This nigga is skating off good, about to do his thing off the work we all put in, and they sitting right in there. I could tell you about a crime that MC Gangster did.
Mm-hmm.
They right in there telling on you. It's more bound to happen than not.
I
Nah,
mean,
that's-
listen, I told y'all earlier, I mentioned it in the chat, and I don't know about Cass's situation. Again, I fuck with him. I don't know what he did. I don't know. I hope he didn't do nothing crazy that's going to land him in some bullshit. But I have seen situations where, like, niggas can lie, too. I've seen situations. I've seen a situation where I was locked up with a guy, right? I think we was in Southern State. He had, like, a 4 with a 2. 4 with a 2 is, do the minimum 2 years you could come home. And he had, like, the whole 2 years almost in. He was about to go home. He was in the minimum camp security. And somebody who he used to get money with, that was like a major nigga, that got indicted, that it was murders involved. This major nigga was being charged with all this shit. The major nigga started giving niggas up, giving up the gunmen who he was hiring, shit like that. He even went as far as lying on the dude that I was locked up with, because the dude that I was locked up with said they had fell out a while ago. Like, he was dealing with him at one point, but they had fell out and wasn't even dealing with him during the period where they were being indicted for. And that the dude was just trying to, like, just be so
Let me
spiteful.
I'm gonna give y'all any information I'm about to give y'all.
Just
I'm gonna
so
make up a story.
Just so spiteful and so trying to save himself that it was like, I'm gonna give y'all the real shit, and I'll even make up shit so you can lock more niggas up.
Because if
man was crying.
because imagine this, that you always remember, if a person give you 8 truths that he could prove,
Yep.
and then he throw the lot, they gotta believe this one. This one they was able to trace back, put together. If I say, oh yeah, and a rich man did this,
Yo, that was
they
a time,
like, oh, all right, he
Okay.
must have. Yeah,
That was another time where I seen a grown man cry and I felt his pain, because he was just like, Rich, man, I ain't fuck with that nigga, bro, none of that time. Like, I ain't seen it. I haven't talked to this nigga so long, because he was already locked up for like almost 2 years.
Right.
He had been in prison for 2 years. And then next thing you know, you about to go home and you
And then
get
they tryna-
paperwork
Yep.
saying that you in on this indictment because you was fucking with such and such, and they're about to try to rock you for 10, 20 more.
yeah.
It's crazy.
Listen,
Nah,
it's a dangerous
you gotta watch.
situation.
Listen, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. You gotta watch, bro. Like, you gotta be mindful, bro. Like, even me, even myself. Like, I kept that shit in my head the whole time I came in this shit when I started rapping. When I started rapping, and the way I rap and what I say and exactly how I say it, though I know it's entertainment, though I know I'm doing, I'm being an entertainer and I'm doing what entertainers do. You know what I mean? I ain't gotta get into detail with that. I still had to be mindful because I know my real life.
That's what I was gonna ask
I
you.
know what I come from.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know what I come from. I know what's around me. I know what's around me when I think about my people, from friends to family to the whole nine. So I just always
So when
been
you-
mindful and respectful, man, and always just tried to respect, just put respect, like certain shit.
In your raps, you're
certain
saying.
certain shit don't belong
Yeah.
in my music. And
Right.
and don't get me wrong, I would have loved to shout out and acknowledge certain people who I respect that might have,
Yeah.
just did good for themselves or showed me certain things that was survival tactics when we was in them streets and shit like that. But it just again, this is why when we go a couple episodes back and we was talking about the whole murder shit being glorified in the raps. And I went crazy about why are we trying to make it like these raps need to be so fucking real
Facts.
and you need to be, because that's so toxic for us. That's so toxic for us. And then we know that the most successful rappers that most of these rappers, up and coming rappers, would sign with, would do big deals with, and would fuck with, they know them niggas ain't living that shit. They know that's, at the most, that's they pass.
Yeah.
Like, look at what's going on. The people watching. You think niggas is really, you think Rick Ross and them is really out there really trying to bust a brick deal when the nigga killing the motherfucking chicken stop, the wing stop? Yeah. Like, just gotta pick, gotta be careful what you pick, man.
Rappers, stay out of trouble. Aspiring rappers, youngsters, don't do it in the first place. My motherfucking advice is always to not do it in the fucking first place, because some of y'all not even gonna be fortunate enough to get to make it to the studio to lay down one line. Right. Going like there's not even that part ain't even gonna happen for you.
And live your truth. Look at all the rappers that's like winning right now by living their truth. They not street guys or nothing. They like cool dudes that's like getting women, making money. They riding their waves.
Yo, shout out to the kid that was it Chelsea put inside of the chat?
What'd I do?
Who was it that put the kid in the chat that was naming all the fake raps?
Lil Tecca.
Lil Tecca.
I like him.
He was in there just like, oh no, I don't have
He's
any
like, I don't even have a license, because in his song he was like riding around a Rolls Royce. He was like, I don't even know how to drive. I'm not even old enough to have a license. He's like, I cap all day.
They would play every bar of this song he had, and he's on like Genius or something like that, one of those like sites, and every time they stopped the bar, he would be like, no, I've never left the country before. Like, but in the joint, he's like, I'm in Sweden with a bad bitch. He's yeah, I've never done.
He said he don't do nothing that he raps about.
He was like, with the tech stand up, I don't shoot guns.
But listen, but I bet
like
you,
a little boy.
I bet you we'll be in a healthier place if we embrace that shit and allow it to be what it's supposed to be. It's entertainment.
Right.
It's entertainment, bro.
Instead of trying to devalue them and be like, oh, he ain't speaking real shit. Like, what?
He didn't really kill any black people.
Right.
Guess what? I don't want to hear you talking about it unless you killing black people
Exactly.
for
That
real.
sound
And
crazy.
snitch on
Like,
yourself.
yo,
and then when you get locked up, I'll tweet about it.
Right. Like, and don't get me
Listen,
wrong.
hold on. I got to, before this is fresh off my mind. And you know what? I don't care. Continue to do it. It definitely seems like to me that everybody's totally against snitching until it's something related to them. Because my whole Instagram feed be full of like, if you seen this, please report. If you seen somebody stole by this.
Well, they just said that with Casanova. If you see where his whereabouts,
but no, I'm
please
talking
report.
about even
He's
locally.
talking about regular people.
I'm talking about
yeah,
regular
fact.
people that be niggas that I be seeing like talking about 6ix9ine and shit really be on the joint talking about some putting up an article, look for this person, they did this, like whenever it's them. When they niece missing, when they person got killed, got shot, whenever it's them, it's always my family needs y'all help, and then all that other shit go out the window, because now you feeling what people feel when they on that victim side. And I be seeing a lot of, I see it from all the way from something like a possible kidnapping to something small like my dirt bike is missing. Niggas be like, dirt bike stolen from this area, mail, this
some people just got the horrible idea what snitching even was.
Right. They don't even
Just
know
retarded.
what they believe in. They just saying random shit. Before we get out of here, the other rapper in trouble right now.
G Herbo.
Is it herbal or herbal?
Herbo, sorry.
Oh, yeah, I always thought it was Herb. You know what I mean?
Herbo.
She said herbal. I thought he had something to do with
I don't know,
herbal
I
life.
just-
Herbal essence.
You know how Spanish people, we kind of silence the
Oh,
H?
yeah, all that type of
That's
shit.
kind of what happened just now. Sorry, guys.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Jamaicans do that too.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, but G Herbo, man, what's up with the boy G Herb?
So basically,
What is Garnett
laughing
looking
for?
Yeah, I don't know, because
no,
Garnett's
because Garnett's looking at me like he's right here in my face. Like,
Oh, I'm just waiting on the news. That's
Garnett
all,
trying
baby.
to smell something.
I'm
All right,
over here
guys.
chilling, man. She gonna
You
say,
did?
"All right, guys."
You did tell my man he was glowing like the North Star
G
tonight.
Herbo had some exotic animals,
he was
some-
buying some exotic pups and all this crazy shit, but
using fake IDs,
Yeah,
and to get jets and flights.
Yep.
So he was scamming.
He
or
was scamming.
fraud?
Whole
So
lot of fraud.
basically, he's getting in trouble right now for fraud.
Yes.
Basically,
So
using
And
all
he got
these
caught
fake
through
IDs,
Instagram,
and he got caught
like
through,
we were just talking about.
exactly. And he basically, what they were doing was they were giving the card numbers via DM messages. So
allegedly.
Allegedly.
is what they say.
That's the word that we always have to use.
right. And what kind of like hit the fan was he was buying these two I didn't know they had designer pup. What is? I don't even know what a designer pup is.
Wally don't know.
I don't
Designer
know
pup.
because I'm not spending money on designer puppies. That's
you
just
buy
not
Gucci?
my
It's
MO.
like a Gucci dog.
I mean,
No, they
we could
gotta
probably-
fly them in.
Okay, that,
Like
But
the
why do they call
Japanese
them
dogs. If you're gonna get like a greyhound, some of these dogs you can't
like
just
these
breed.
exotic
Like
type
the
of-
exotic dogs.
Got it.
You don't see anywhere. Even like some of the Pomeranians that can
Right,
be considered
right.
an exotic dog.
So he was getting 2 of them, and he was DMing the person. The person thought it was very sketchy of them, and they kind of, I guess, alerted, the police, and that's kind of like what happened. They kind of like that hit the fan, and then they kind of got caught.
So they went further into things and found out that it was like
Exactly.
$1 point something million.
$1.5 million worth of fraud transactions.
A lot of fraud has been going on. A lot of rappers are getting tackled. These guys are not this
And they
situation
all
right
just
here.
snitching on themselves.
Yeah.
Not this situation right here. I don't know exactly what happened with them, but if they was DMing whatever numbers and
They were,
shit like
they
that,
were DMing the card number. So
it's
basically
just-
having a lot of paper trail. Like, I think people don't even realize that when they doing, like, not saying that I'm a scammer and I do that type of shit, but, like, if you're a criminal or trying to do criminal activity, at least be smart about doing a criminal activity.
Listen,
I'll
ain't
say
that,
this,
you're just
though.
DMing
I'll say
credit card
this.
I ain't
numbers.
gonna hold you. It's gonna be a difficult task
It is.
to be a rapper and a criminal, an active criminal.
Right.
It's gonna be, especially if you think that glorifying about your crimes is part of your like macho shit. Like this, how you like.
It's your lifestyles. Who
Yeah.
you are.
Like you think this is healthy for you.
Yeah.
Or it benefits you in one way to kind of like wear this on your sleeve like that because that shit, like, I don't know, bro. Like the shit fucked up out here. Gangster,
that's a fact.
like gangster shit, the gangster shit that I know and gangster shit that I come from, bro, it wasn't nothing about that shit. And killing, even the killing shit, it wasn't nothing about that shit. It wasn't nothing about that shit, bro.
They trying to live
Like
their
for real. We fucked that up. We fucked that up with the hatred shit. Niggas hating when another nigga know how to motherfucking like hustle better than you. When another nigga can make his block ring more than yours.
And the only thing you could really think of is, man, we gotta run them niggas off that block.
Right.
We
Yeah,
gotta get
we
them
gotta
niggas out of
hit
here.
a
You know
nigga
what's
because
the crazy
we ain't
part,
making no
though?
money.
You know what's the crazy part? I just read this. It was saying earlier this week, G Herbo was named to Forbes 30 under 30 musicians list.
That's
so it
sad.
just shows like your status level, where you are, and just these little
Just get your credentials taken away.
But the thing is, like, it be like the little tedious crimes like this that y'all think y'all getting away with.
But the thing is so is
hold
this
on,
current?
Fast
Can I
money.
say something, Dave? Nah, it's honestly it's greed. That's the only thing. It's really temptation. It's you don't have the only way I can put it is don't bite the apple. It's there. It's supposed to tempt you. It's supposed to make you feel like you want to do that, but you're in position not to do it. And sometimes you got to sacrifice that feeling to just do the right thing. Like sometimes it's not even about being a smart criminal. It's just about not being a criminal
Listen,
to
you
begin
already
with.
listen. If you already rapping, you making money. You putting out records. The fans is fucking with you. You feeding your family. You got chains. The extra crimes and shit is just more chains. You about to go to prison for chains, nigga. You about to. Please, people, be mindful. Oh, this has been another episode of the Devinwade Show. For myself, for Garnett Briscoe. Somebody put the extendo in it. Pause.
My boy Veins
Hold on,
started.
pause.
That was gay.
Somebody
Yeah,
put the
that was hold on. Yeah.
Yo, Veins
Yeah,
and
Veins,
Extendo. Oh, that was real wild.
Listen, his vein was popping out. He's like, oh, like
Yo,
all the way.
Damn.
that was different.
Could have kept going.
For Waleska D,
Peace, beautiful people.
for motherfucking the Thurman Street
El papi
pumper. He
chulo.
was just pumping just now. And for Chelsea Lee.
Get off.
Yo, yes. Whoa. She done with
I'm
you.
going to
That's
say
like when
this.
somebody been beasting all day. She tired. She
Somebody
tired of
really
give him a little
put the
something.
comments
I'm
that
just like,
one
it's
of the
going too
moans
long.
sound like somebody put it in the wrong hole.
Yeah,
so
I saw
one of
that.
the comments. That was
No, but the
hilarious.
moan she started today with, that she opened with, was crazy. 'Cause
Yeah.
that was like Gary.
That was the best one.
That's why I can't do another good one like
It was
that.
Gary Go.
Hold
was the
on,
best
hold on.
one.
I don't know
She
what
was
Puerto
good.
Rich was just. Listen,
She was getting go
this
crazy.
has been the Devinwade Show. Peace.
Peace.
Stay on the move, keeping these niggas around me. Somehow the industry found me. I never asked for this promise. You know my homie, so pound it. Keeping it moving from clown shit. Not trying to dish you, but honest. I heard about your little comments. Red bottles to my favorite girl. She got me spinning the bag. Pussy game wet as a pool. I just be swimming in that. Niggas be stealing the swag, but I ain't tripping, I laugh. Hey, won't get you a bag, but I hope you been having a blast. Bros just tell me it's flames. My brother since Finnegan days. Comment on drugs that we take, but he been changing his ways. Broke it off for Laura Rye. She got me feeling away. Thinking about sex that we made. Wish I ain't met her that day. Pop smoking on them cigs. I'm trying to get him up off him. Be smart smoking the crib. I can't even visit that often. Hope that he hear what I'm talking. That Ken shit really be drawling. But ever since I made calling, I can't criticize what he doing. I just be keeping it moving. Track up the track and it's booming. Like meshing no bus, no Jerome. But if you bet us, then you losing. Lil' shorty know she be choosing. She in her look like she Kuzma. She give me brain like a tutor.